Hey there, fellow adventure seekers. This is Monday Matinee, and today I'm diving into the thrilling world of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. This is the latest installment of the beloved Indiana Jones franchise. Directed by James Mangold and starring the legendary Harrison Ford as our fearless archaeologist, this action-packed journey takes us on a quest through time and danger. In this exhilarating story set during World War II and the swinging 60s, we join Indiana Jones and his goddaughter, Helena Shaw, played brilliantly by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. So when the Nazis capture Indy and his colleague, Basil Shaw, they unwittingly stumble across the mysterious Archimedes dial, a powerful device capable of revealing hidden time fissures. And what follows is a race against time to prevent the dial from falling into the wrong hands. So first and foremost, this movie is a visual treat. James Mangold's direction brings the thrilling action sequences to life, and the stunning cinematography keeps us engaged throughout the film. I think James Mangold is a more than capable action director, and I'm certainly a fan of his filmography. I mean, Logan is just incredible. So whether it's a breathtaking train chase, a daring escape through the bustling streets of New York City, or a pulse-pounding pursuit in an auto rickshaw through the narrow alleys of Tangier, the film's visual spectacle is a feast for the eyes. And one of the highlights is the return of our beloved characters, our legacy characters like Sala, played by the charismatic Rhys-Davies. His presence adds a touch of nostalgia and reminds us why we fell in love with the Indiana Jones adventures in the first place. It's always great to see Indy meeting up with all his friends around the world going on adventures. And speaking of nostalgia, the film's opening scene, reminiscent of the iconic Indy Nazi fighting adventures, instantly transports us back to the heyday of the franchise. And of course, we can't forget the incredible score by the maestro himself, John Williams. His music elevates the movie to new heights, perfectly capturing the sense of adventure and excitement that defines the Indiana Jones franchise. The familiar theme and soaring melodies will certainly keep a smile on your face alongside the on-screen action. But at 92 years old or so, which is just crazy to think about, this could be John Williams' last score. Of course, I hope it's not, but I think that alone is reason to see this movie. So there's definitely some highlights for this movie, but of course, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is not without its flaws. The attempt to distance itself from the less acclaimed Kingdom of the Crystal Skull can feel a little bit forced at times, as certain story elements from that movie are just conveniently brushed aside. And while it's understandable to want to move on from past missteps, the film's desire to erase those events kind of compromised the narrative cohesiveness, much like Rise of Skywalker. Another aspect that didn't quite hit the mark for me was the infusion of sci-fi elements such as time travel. While the Indiana Jones franchise has always flirted with the supernatural, the over-reliance of these elements can make the film feel a little bit bombastic, at times sacrificing the depth and emotional resonance that characterized the earlier films. Moreover, the use of CGI to create a younger Indiana Jones, although a big improvement from previous attempts in other movies, still falls short of seamlessly blending in with the practical effects. While it's still impressive, it lacks that soul and realism that practical effects bring to the screen. But at least the younger CGI face is just limited to the opening scene. So while the movie does deliver a dose of action and entertainment, it occasionally lacks the classic charm that made the earlier movies so endearing. It's as if the spirit of Spielberg and Lucas, the masterminds behind the originals, is just missing completely from this adventure. And this is the first movie not directed by Spielberg or written by George Lucas, but you can really feel it. However, as with other directors, it's hard to replicate that magic from earlier in their careers, and after seeing some of Spielberg's more recent movies, I think he even struggles to recreate that. All in all, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is a solid summer blockbuster that's hard to dismiss. With its thrilling action, captivating visuals, and the ever-charismatic Harrison Ford, it provides an enjoyable escapade for any fan of the series. So while it may not reach the heights of its predecessors, it's a worthy addition to the Indiana Jones saga that delivers on its promise of adventure. For a letter grade, I'd give it a B-. It's a great adventure that will satisfy your thirst for action and keep you entertained throughout. So grab your fedora, your whip, and embark on this journey with Indy Jones once again. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching and see you on the next one.